Football is the most followed and most financially rewarding sport on the planet. This is perhaps one reason you know a lot about it. If you have been following football for a long time, you might feel like you know all there is to know about football. However, there is a lot you are yet to know about football and a lot more you might never know. These are 20 things you didn't know about football. Before we continue, please subscribe to this channel and click the like button. Starting at number 20. Number 20. The word soccer can be traced to England. The average person perhaps strongly associates the word soccer with the United States. As much as this word is very popular in the United States, it did not originate in America. Although the American football culture seems to have taken over the use of this word is rooted in English culture. Soccer used to come in handy in differentiating football from rugby in England. Number 19. The highest scoring goalkeeper has 131 goals. In modern-day football, scoring up to 131 goals is quite an achievement regardless of what position one plays. As a striker, having 131 goals is commendable. However, it becomes something to shout about when a goalkeeper scores up to 131 goals. Brazilian goalkeeper Rogério Ceni had 18 caps for Brazil and spent a major part of his career playing for São Paulo. In this period, he was able to score 131 goals. Number 18. The Juventus jersey was inspired by Notts County's kit. Not many people around the world know about the existence of Notts County. This is not surprising, as this team plays in English football's 5th tier. Well, as unknown as this team might be, Italian giants Juventus picked inspiration for their kits from Notts County FC. Juventus started wearing the black and white jersey in 1903 when John Savage, an Englishman, linked them with a kit supplier from England. Number 17. Mircea Lucescu is the world's second most decorated coach. Manchester United's former coach, Sir Alex Ferguson, is famous as the world's most decorated coach, and he has 49 titles to his name. Although not so closely, he is followed by Mircea Lucescu, who began his coaching career in 1979. Lucescu currently has 37 trophies to his name. The Romanian has managed big teams like Galatasaray, Internacional, and a couple of national teams. Although not as popular as some of your favorite coaches, Mircea is highly respected across Europe. Number 16. 121 is the highest official jersey number for a competition. In football, players have numbers at the back of their jerseys. This helps with positioning, in identifying players, and is also a bragging right for those with prestigious numbers like 10, 7, and 9. Well, the fact is, not everyone will be able to put on the number they want, and sometimes have to make do with the available number. So far, the highest jersey number that has been worn in a competition is 121. This number was worn by Thomas Orr in the AFC Asian Cup. Number 15. Only one professional football player has played in all continents. All things being equal, players from Europe tend to spend a major part of their career in Europe and perhaps play in a different continent for the last few years of their careers. Their counterparts from other parts of the world perhaps play in a maximum of 3 continents. Unlike other professional footballers, Lutz Pfannenstiel played in 6 continents. He played as a goalkeeper and manned the post for 21 teams across the world. Number 14. Andres Iniesta did not score more than 35 goals. Barcelona legend Andres Iniesta was a key part of Barcelona's golden generation and also scored quite a number of goals. Without any calculations, it might appear Iniesta scored close to 100 goals for Barcelona. However, the Barcelona legend only scored 35 goals, as he was busy creating goal-scoring opportunities for others. However, his goals were really important. Number 13. There are more countries in FIFA than in the UN. The UN is a body that is only open to countries that are considered sovereign. This means any nation that still has its sovereignty being debated cannot be considered a part of the UN. Amazingly, this is not the case with FIFA. So as long as a group of people call themselves a country or are recognized as a territory, even if they did not exactly have the recognition of other countries, they are free to participate in competitions organized by FIFA. This explains why there are more countries in FIFA than in the UN. Number 12. Only one goalkeeper has won the Ballon d'Or. Several world-class goalkeepers have manned the goalposts of various teams. Well, regardless of how good some of them were considered to be, the best they have done is receive the award for the best goalkeeper in whatever competition they took part in. Well, one goalkeeper was able to get a break from the norm and ended up winning the prestigious Ballon d'Or. That goalkeeper is Lev Yashin, who was also in goal for the Soviet Union and Dynamo Moscow. Number 11. Stanley Matthew was on top of his game till age 50. In modern-day football, only very few players remain on top of their game in their mid-30s. Furthermore, those that keep playing into their late 30s and 40s are really few, although at this point they are no longer at the top of their game. Although this is not a problem, one player was able to remain at the top of his game well into his 40s and even played till the age of 50. This player is Stanley Matthews, who spent a long time playing for Blackpool and Stoke City and played till he was 50. Number 10. It was impossible for players to get free transfers until Jean-Marc Bosman forced one. After the expiration of his contract with RFC Liège, Bosman decided he wanted to play for Dunkirk. However, this was a problem as his team did not want him to leave and even went ahead to slash his salary. The player dragged his team to court and won the case. This birthed the freedom of players to move to new clubs at the expiration of their contract. Number 9. Mathieu Flamini became an entrepreneur after hanging his boot. It is quite a norm for footballers to become pundits, coaches, etc. after hanging their boots. Flamini, however, decided to do something that will be considered a break from the norm. The former Arsenal midfielder started a biochemical firm after hanging his boots. Number 8. Balotelli had only one assist for Manchester City. Balotelli's career is not close to what it used to be. While at his peak, the former Italian international was very prolific in front of goal. He scored several goals for Manchester City. However, providing assists was perhaps his weak point. The former City player had just one assist for City, and this helped them win their first Premier League title. Number 7. Didier Drogba prevented a civil war in his country. You might know Drogba as a Chelsea legend and one of the best players to come out of Africa. However, the former captain of the Ivorian national team is more than just a legend in the beautiful game of football. He is a patriotic citizen and once helped stop a civil war in his country. Number 6. Bayer Leverkusen is as unfortunate as a club can get. Bayer Leverkusen are one of the best clubs in Germany. Unfortunately, they have failed to win any trophies. This club once came very close to winning a treble in 2002. Unfortunately, they couldn't even win one trophy that year. Number 5. Marcus Bent has featured for more Premier League teams than any other player. Marcus Bent is not the biggest name in the Premier League and played with other players that many consider a lot more talented. However, he set a record that might never be broken. Marcus has played for more Premier League clubs than any other player. Number 4. George Weah is the only president that used to be a footballer. Footballers from all parts of the world, for reasons best known to them, remain within the football sector after retiring. Although they invest in other sectors of the economy, they do not exactly take part in national politics. Well, the former Liberian international is the only player that has made it to the highest seat of his country. He is currently the president of Liberia. Number 3. Mark Hughes played for 2 teams on the same day. Football is a very demanding sport, and it takes a lot to play a full match. Although some players struggle to play for 90 minutes, it appears some others can play for 180 minutes. This seems impossible. However, on the 11th of November 1987, Mark Hughes participated in 2 matches. How did this happen? The former Wales international played for the Wales national team and Bayern Munich in one day. He first took part in a match between Wales and Czechoslovakia before going back to Germany to take part in a match between Borussia Mönchengladbach and Bayern Munich. Number 2. The richest football player is not the highest paid. The richest football players in the world are some of the most famous, prominent, and highest paid. However, the richest player in the world is not the best or the most prominent. He is not even known by many football fans. Faik Bokcia is the richest player on the planet. However, his wealth is not from his wages. Faik is very rich because of the family he is from. He has an estimated net worth of $20 billion. This makes him richer than lots of club owners in Europe. Number 1. European nations were not comfortable with Uruguay hosting the first World Cup. That's it with 20 things you didn't know about football. Did you find them shocking? Please tell us in the comments section below. Also, please like and share this video. That's not all. Click the bell button to see other videos like this. See you in the next video.